talk about the phylum platyhelminthes. So now under this phylum, we look at the worms that are unsegmented. To be specific, we look at the worm that is called the flatworms. An example is the blood fuke. So this is the worm that causes a disease called bilharzia. They ask about this. Okay, bilharzia. Now, this worm, it is also called, let me write it, then I pronounce it. Schistosoma. Okay, it is also called Schistosoma, and bilharzia is also called, let me write it here, Schisto. No, it should be, there should be SA. Let me write it again. Schistosoma. Yeah, notice it's supposed to be S. So schistosoma, and then bilharzia is also called schistosomiasis. Okay, so now what they like asking here is they'll ask you to explain the cycle of schistoma. So schistoma, this is just how they pronounce it, as schistoma. Schistoma. This I think becomes silent. So we have schistoma, schistosoma cycle. Yeah, schistosoma cycle. So now, how does this cycle occur? They like asking about this. So let's say this is you've gone to have some fun. You've gone to Samfia. Okay, this is Lake Bangweulu. Okay, Lake Bangweulu, and you are here, very excited. So this can be any otter body, but in this case, let's just assume that you are in Lake Bangweulu. You are having fun. Yes, you are going to have fun. And then, so this cycle goes like this. So at first, there's going to be a snail. So what I used as what do you call them? The vectors, yeah. The vectors includes the snail, or the thing that carries this worm includes the snail, and you, the human being, humans. Okay, so let's say there is a snail. So it starts with the snail. This is a snail that we looked at, right? So this snail is where the schistosoma is going to be like carried. So this snail is going to release it in the otter body, and then this is now going to release what is called secaria. Okay, so it's going to release what is called secaria. It releases secaria. Okay, so now this secaria is going to go here in otter, like it will be in the otter body. It will be like spreading out. Then there is you here. This is you. So if this secaria come near your skin, or it just come across your skin, it is going to penetrate through your skin. And these are worms. They are very small. You won't even feel that it has penetrated. They are very tiny, like you need a microscope to see them. Okay, so when they penetrate in your skin, let me now draw something like this. I'm just trying to. Okay, so now when they penetrate on the skin, they are going to become what is called the. Let me write it down. Let me say they are going to be called the schistosome. Okay, when they penetrate through your skin, and they are going to target the liver that is found in your body, somewhere here, right? So then they target the liver when they come across your skin, and then here in the liver, they are going to, first of all, they are going to multiply. They are going to be reproduced, like they are going to mate and reproduce more, okay? And then they are going to now grow into adults or into adult worms in the liver. And then as they grow, they lay eggs. The more they grow, the more they lay eggs, okay? And the more eggs are laid, the more they are being like being given birth to, right? Let me not choose birth to, but the more they are increasing in numbers, they are becoming many in your body, okay? And these eggs that they lay, they are found in your bowel, which also includes your intestine and your rectum, okay? So now listen, by the time they are reaching the liver, you will already start having symptoms of bilharzia, okay? And bilharzia has got the symptoms which includes severe diarrhea, stomach ache. It can actually, when they just like penetrate for the first time, they can even give you rash. You're going to have some rash. So if you've ever experienced maybe a situation whereby you went to swim, then you develop some rash, it is possible that they penetrated, okay? And they can also give you, let me just say, severe fever, okay? And just know that you are having dysentery or schistosomiasis. But the most common characteristics includes the diarrhea and severe stomach ache, yeah. And then one thing you need to know is that bilharzia, when you're having this bilharzia, the injection, the medication that they give, there is no medication like to treat it, like to heal it directly, no. So when they give you the medication, let's say they give you an injection, they are just going to give you an injection, just going to prevent, the injections are going to prevent the adult worms from laying eggs, okay? They are going to like attack them so that no more eggs will be getting laid. Because the more eggs getting laid, the more they are going to be multiplying, and meaning that the more you are going to be sick, and eventually you are going to die. But right now, there are many cures that they have managed to find, so it is quite treatable. Now, it's not like always it's the snail that has to spread this worm. No, let's say this person here is infected. Remember, these eggs which the worms lay, they are usually found in the bowel, okay? Meaning that they are released through urine and feces. So meaning that if anybody who's having bilharzia or is having these worms was to defecate in the outer body, or was to pee or urinate in the outer body, they are going to be there, the eggs. So these eggs, they are going to be hatched when they enter the outer body, okay? When they get hatched, they release what is called the miracidia. Then this miracidia now is what is going to penetrate in the snail now. The snail. Maybe let's say if there is a snail in the outer body. Okay. This miracidia is going to penetrate, and when it penetrates inside, it's going to become to be called the sporocytes. Yeah. And then these sporocytes now, they are going to change again to secaria, which will now be released in the outer body again. So if again, so it's like a cycle. So that person who is sick, if that person was to urinate in the outer body, and it's going to urinate like a lot of them, and they are not visible. No, you can't see them. It's not like when you are urinating, you'll be seeing the eggs, or when you are pooping. For you guys who have bad manners of defecating in the outer bodies, you won't even see that. I can see the eggs of the Schistosoma. No, they are very tiny, and there will be many of them. So that's why most of the people who know these things, they don't swim. Like it's very rare for them to see them going to swim in just any public outer body. It's very rare, okay? Because they understand that there might be somebody who might urinate, and there are many people of this habit of urinating when they are swimming. There are many, because you can't see and you can't know, because you might be standing here with somebody who's here. You won't know whether they have urinated. Now imagine the two of you with your friend here. Maybe your friend is infected. That friend of yours urinates, and maybe at all, if maybe there is a snail nearby, it carries this worm, and then you get now infected. Maybe it might not be your friend, but a person who's just close to you might do those. They might urinate without even you noticing, because they are still in water, right? Yeah. So this is bilharzia. Okay. It is able to penetrate on your skin. You don't need to know you drink. Yeah, and actually, even if you drink water where there is a snail that has released the secaria, you are still going to be infected. So again, do not drink the water that is untreated. So for you who like when you are swimming, you go under water, then you start drinking. I don't know, maybe somehow you happen to drink some. So be very careful. Okay, you won't know, especially those who like to go to Lake Bangweulu, because there are like a lot of people coming from different places with different behaviors who are swimming there in the same lake, because it's large, right? Yeah. So you might not know. So be very careful. And I'm not saying that on Lake Bangweulu it is there. No. Yes, it can be there, but it will depend with how many snails are infected. Yeah. There are some water bodies whereby maybe there is no, and actually in these advanced countries, they have created some ways of treating this, which they kind of like spread in the water bodies so that they can get rid of the snails. It's like a poison that is designed to kill the snails. Yeah. So that if the snails are killed, then there won't be anything to transmit this Schistosoma. Okay? Because from a human being, they go to a snail. I hope you have understood. So make sure that you are drinking the water that is treated, and stay away from contaminated water bodies. It can be a swimming pool, it can be a river, it can be a lake, whatever it might be, but make sure that it is safe. Okay? This is all, guys. Hope that you have understood, and see you in the next lesson. Okay, so when you subscribe, you access more video lessons on our platforms. So make sure that you subscribe to access all the lessons for biology and a lot more. So subscribe and access more of our video lessons.